Thank you, Connie.
Those two whistles you just heard tells us that the engineer has received the all clear, and we will be pulling out of the depot at any moment. As we get ready to depart, let me remind you of a couple safety rules you'll need to know. Please remember to remain seated at all times. This does include small children, as they are not permitted to stand on your lap, on the seat, or on the floor. If you have small children in your group, please have them sit in the center portion of the seat, with the adults on the outside edges. Also remember to keep all body parts inside the car at all times. The use of tobacco products is strictly prohibited on the train. Thank you.
Now, folks, as we pull out of the station, the first person you can wave to would be our depot master, Connie. Everybody wave at Connie. Tell her if everything goes well, we hope to see her in about 20 minutes. It could be a day or two, might even be a week, but we've never been gone longer than a week. Yeah, Dollywood is known as the friendliest place in the Smokies. It's up to us on the train to keep it that way, so as we go out of town, get our hands in the air, and on the count of three, let's give these folks a big southern howdy. On the count of three now. 1, 2, 3. Howdy! Now, you just keep being friendly, and I'll tell you a little bit about this rolling piece of history. Made in 1938, the Dollywood locomotive works in Eddystone, Pennsylvania, built our narrow gauge Mikado engine number 70. Now, she weighs in just a little over 230,000 pounds, and she is a genuine coal-fired, steam-driven Type 282 locomotive. Now, 282 simply means two small wheels in the front, two in the back, and 8 large drive wheels in the middle. After she was built, she was shipped to Alaska to work on the White Pass and Yukon Railroad in Skagway. December 7, 1941 came the attack on Pearl Harbor and the beginning of World War II for the United States. It was determined that a military highway was needed to protect Alaska. So in 1942, the U.S. Army took over the White Pass and Yukon Railroad and used it to haul material and supplies needed to build the Afghan Highway. Over 280,000 tons of supplies and materials along with thousands of troops and other personnel travel behind this engine and other flight birds. Up to 34 trains a day ran in support road construction, and in only 9 months, what seemed impossible became possible. The highway was completed.
See you in a few minutes.
Since engine 70 was commissioned by the U.S. Army, that makes her a veteran of World War II. And we're here at Dollywood to proud of all our veterans and our thoughts and prayers are with those on active duty today. In 1963, engine 70 was retired by the White Pass and Yukon Railroad. 1977, she was purchased by an East Tennessee theme park named Silver Dollar City. It was at that time that she became known as Cinderella. Cinderella has remained here throughout the evolution of the park from Silver Dollar City to the present day Dollywood, where she continues her tradition of hard work each and every day. Now, folks, just sit back, relax, listen to the engine as she climbs up the grade. You might want to try closing your eyes. Imagine in the year 1851, and you're riding with her.
wow, look at all that.
Now the Cherokee Indians gonna lead mountains a place of blue smoke. The Smokies are a natural habitat for more flowering plants and trees than anywhere else in the United States. Even in the air, you can hear the songs of over 200 different types of birds in flight. The Smokies are a never-ending song that change with each season and with each pair of eyes. Now here at Dollywood, we're awfully proud of Cinderella. Sometimes we just like to toot our own horn. So what do you say, folks? Would you like to hear the engineer play a tune on that Baldwin locomotive whistle? All right, then on the count of 3, let's ask you to blow the whistle. 1, 2, 3, blow the whistle! Well, let's hear it for Engineer Gillis and Cinderella. He says, thank you very much. And if you look over to the left, you can see some of the top of the Great Smoky Mountain National Park over there, celebrating 76 years this year. A little bit more smoky than it was yesterday. Yesterday was about as clear as I've ever seen it, but a little bit more smoky today. At the dawn of the 20th century, there were over 1,200 farms in these Smoky Mountains. And each homestead had a main house where the family lived. They'd have a chicken house for gathering eggs. They'd have a smokehouse for hanging and curing meat. They'd have a spring house for keeping things old like milk and butter cold. Oh, almost forgot. They had one other kind of house too. They had a thing called an outhouse. Now, kids, if you don't know what the outhouse was or what it was used for, ask your parents or maybe your grandparents. They can tell you about that. Now, coming up on the left around the curve is Dollywood's newest attraction, Adventure Mountain, America's largest challenge course. 4 different areas will challenge adventures along ranges with over 140 obstacles from the mountain base to its summit 100 feet above wilderness paths. From Camp Teach It To Me for the young adventurers, it has aerial bridges, rope trails, flying islands, and narrow rock ledges. Adventure Mountain has something to challenge everyone. Everybody look up the engine waving that fireman Les up there. Everybody wave at Les. He's responsible for getting us up the mountain today. Les got a hand shovel that coal in the firebox. Our engines are operated the same way today they were when they were first built. On a busy day, Cinderella burns 5 tons of coal. She'll drink 5,000 gallons of water as she pulls an average of 5,000 people up and down the mountain. Now we're awfully proud of Cinderella and the guys that operate her, and we hope you enjoy riding behind her just as much as we do. Now, coming up on the left is Timber Canyon. Timber Canyon is home to Dollywood's award-winning wooden roller coaster, Thunderhead. And also Mystery Mine. Now, Mystery Mine is a steel coaster with high speeds, wide knuckle loops, and an 85-foot drop straight down a mine shaft. we have any season pass holders on the train today? Any season pass holders? Yeah, I see some. Those folks know a bargain when they see one. This is our 25th year, and to celebrate our silver anniversary, we're having daily surprise giveaways to our season pass holders. Now, you folks that came in the park today on a one-day pass can join in the celebration too. Today and today only, you can upgrade your one-day pass to a season pass. That's right, for less than $25, you can turn today's visit into a whole season of memories with unlimited visits from now till January the 1st, 2011. Going through Dreamland Forest down here shortly, so as your car goes through there, wave at those nice folks waiting across the track. And we're going back through the main crossing down here. Let's give these folks a big howdy. Different crowd down here. Now on the count of three, a big howdy. 1, 2, 3. Howdy. Let's do it again. Louder. 1, 2, 3. Howdy. All right. Y'all look good. Our agent crew today has been Gillis and Les, so after the ride, feel free to stop by and speak to them. They take great pride in their engines. They'll be glad to answer any questions you have about our ride today or about the engines. Coming up on the ride around the curve here, the light green building, that is our full-service paint shop. That shop, along with the guys that work there, can completely rebuild these engines from the wheels to the spoke tag. Hello, Slim.
At this time, we'd like to remind you to please remain seated at all times. This does include small children, as they are not permitted to stand on your lap, on the seat, or on the floor. Once again, folks, we'd like to remind you to please remain seated until it is safe to exit. Please bear with us for a few moments when we stop. We have a few passengers on our last car that we'd like to give a little bit of a head start before everyone else exits. Thank you, and enjoy yourself here at Dollywood.
Now, folks, this will be a good time to look around and gather up your personal things you brought on board with you, your backpacks, your cameras, stuffed animals, pocketbooks, cell phones, children. Don't forget the children. If you have any trash you've accumulated during the ride, if you would deposit that in a barrel located along the boardwalk, we'd appreciate that. Once again, folks, I need everyone to remain seated for me. I'll let you know when it is time and safe to exit. Okay.